Hello guys, and today is my third day of the 30-day blog challenge, and today, as you can see, I am outside. I'm actually in Austin, the state capital of Texas. I am staying with my daughter and her family, and how I ended up in the United States in the middle of COVID-19 I will share in my next videos, so stay with me to learn about my story, about my trip to the United States. But now I want to speak about anger management. As you probably know, I told my personal story about getting into psychology when I was dealing with my divorce issues. I also found out that I had great anger management issues as well, and they were rooted in deep into my childhood. My father was beating my brother and me. He was an intelligent person. He was, because he passed away 7 years ago. He was a very intelligent person. He used to have a free spirit, and that's what I think I inherited from him. But at the same time, he was absolutely violent when he was not happy with something. He was a surgeon, and when he was stressed out, had a hard time at his work, when he came home, he took out all his rage on us. And I was living with this like something normal until I got into therapy. And actually, by this time, I had my little daughter, where my issues with anger started to manifest. I was hating my father for the violence, but at the same time it was extremely hard to stop being violent for myself, and it took quite a long time for me to overcome my anger issues, because it is really hard to do something, to stop something which you have been witnessing for almost entire childhood. So now I know that anger is a very important emotion, as any other emotions, because all of them have been important for our survival. But anger is also associated with violence, and in the past people were accepting violence. It was normal. Even the beginning of 20th century was almost probably the most violent in the history of the human being. But nowadays it is not acceptable anymore. But our strong emotions like anger still there. So there's always a question of what to do with them, because we're now almost zero tolerant to violence, any form of violence, whether it is physical violence or verbal violence, okay? Which is great, but at the same time it is good question. What can we do with our strong emotions as well? So we are learning how to deal with them now. So what I'm trying to say that was really hard for me to overcome, and psychology helped me to do this, because otherwise I would have had probably ruined relationship with my daughter, and I was very close to have them as I used to have with my father, because we were fighting very often, even when I learned a lot about psychology and accepting myself and everything, and yet it was really hard to have a normal, meaningful and close relationship with my father. So I didn't want to follow his path. I wanted to build a better relationship with my daughter, and I did a lot. And I think I'm still probably having I've been learning how to get to the better version of myself. I don't have anger management issues anymore, and yet I know how to express myself when I'm angry, right? So, but what I'm trying to say that now I know that to understand yourself better and better manage your anger or other emotions, we have now way more understanding than it was like a decade or 2 decades ago. So emotional intelligence is about actually being aware, being educated about yourself, about your emotions, is very helpful. And at the same time, the exercises which engage your body into changing your behavior are probably even more important sometimes, because it helps them, they can help you right in the middle of your rage or maybe other strong emotions as well. So it's very important to know about yourself more and also use the exercises to manage your anger or other strong emotions. Okay? Speaking of engaging your body into helping yourself to get out of negative emotions, I've done a few videos on the exercises which can help you. So if you're interested in those exercises, how to use them, you can watch them on my YouTube channel. And I think that is it for today. Thank you for watching my video. Leave your feedback in the comment section below of this video, and bye for today.